So, my last story of the evening. Boy, this went by fast. Did I do this right? Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, the last story of the evening I want to call Eat, Pray, Lie. Because Julia Roberts wants the girls to lie to their husbands and to vote for Kamala. And when she says this, she's not talking to black women. She's not talking to brown women. I don't think she's talking to Asian women, but she's definitely talking to white women. I have some white girlfriends who are on a timeout right now because they are going to vote for Trump, yet they immerse themselves into black culture. Very much so. They align themselves in black culture. They love them some black culture. And my whole thing is like, so you have conservative ideals and values when it comes to the way that you're voting, but you want to be over here with us? It doesn't make sense to me. Just to me. This has nothing to do with you and how you feel. Like these are my friends and this is how I feel. And so I was like, this doesn't make sense to me. Am I here for your enjoyment and entertainment? Because the allies that I know, people that I deal with, they automatically use their privilege for other people. Those are the people that I want to be friends with. And I get to be. So the whole thing of it was like, I see how these people are oppressed in their relationships. Don't worry about it. They don't even have YouTube accounts. Like they'll never watch this stuff. But I've already like went off on them. I've already had conversations face to face. Like I'm her. Like I was just like, yeah. Anyway, and maybe we'll come. I don't know. I don't know if we'll find our way back to each other. It's really kind of a sad situation because I just when I see the things I see, um, and I see the potential that women will be oppressed. I have a 27-year-old daughter. To think that she'll live in a world where you know she may not be able to be the person she wants to be because depending on where she lives and if she decides to bring children into the world and if her husband doesn't align with her goals, how easy it would be for him to change the trajectory of her life because it would be legal. Guess who also went through something like this? My grandparents. So it's like history's repeating itself. And that's weird because I never thought that this would be a world like that. So bringing on right on back to Miss Julia. She is a part of a campaign that basically says, "Hey wives, hey girls, you ain't got to tell nobody who you vote for." Which is true because when you go into those spaces, you go in there by yourself and you leave by yourself. I've actually seen people try to roll up like in twos, and they don't go for that. It's not happening. So I'm not gonna share the video because again, I don't want to throw off my monetization, but I will share the link with you. But I wanted to share some of the screen grabs. And mind you, I saw the article and I was like, I want to share this, and I really like love that Julia Roberts is putting herself out there about it. And she was saying that there's some women obviously who are listening to their husbands or listening to their churches. They feel compelled to do this because of the pressure of their environment, right? But they want to do something else. And to be honest with you, we had to do this way. It's not like we waited and then men said, "You know what? Maybe you guys can vote." Like someone had to make the hard choice. Um and we have to protect our daughters. We do. Someone has to care. So, in this video, I share here the screenshot of these two ladies walk in and they're with their husbands, and I did grab the transcript. So like homeboy's like, "Your turn, honey." And then Julia says, "And the one place in America where women still have a right to choose, you can vote any way you want, and no one will ever know. Did you make the right choice? That's when hubby comes back. And she goes, "Sure did, honey." Remember what happens in the booth stays in the booth. And so like there's this moment where the sisters, they're not real sisters, but the girls are walking in and they go to their respective booths. And then homegirl with the blonde hair and the blue eyes turns to her homegirl and they make eye contact. And when I tell you, like it sent a shiver through my body. I instantly just got overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, like there was so much in that. They did a really good job. And it just reminds me that, man, like, when they say history repeats itself, it really does. We could be, I'm not just talking about this election, because every 4 years we kind of lose it, but we could be looking at a future for whatever reason where we don't have the same freedoms that we have. And I'm just grateful that I do what I want to do. I live the way I want to live. Make my own choices. I make myself happy. I don't have to put up with any situations where I am dependent on anybody else. I design my life that way. And I feel for the people that I know that are not in good relationships where they are sacrificing every single day. I guess this could go for men too in this day and age, needing to needing another income, but particularly I'm talking about women right now. So this really honestly like just brought tears to my eyes. It's such a good campaign and I'm so happy that Julia put herself out there for that. And I hope that other women, especially other white women, start talking to each other because everyone needs to speak to their own people. Do not rely on black women to save everybody. Please don't. We're good.